Right, how's it going, everybody? So, slightly different intro to normal.
Yes.
We are... Some of you are going to be like, hey, why are there Horizon videos up here? They've already done Horizon videos. Why are they redoing them?
Oh, wow.
Well, let me tell you.
It's the reboot.
Yes, we are rebooting our Horizon videos thanks to Tolkien Fan Forever, who very rightly pointed out to us how very wrong we were playing the game. So
we have something to prove.
yes, we got to prove to ourselves that we can actually play this properly.
Yes.
So what we neglected to do on every video before this one was that on each player's turn, the robots also activate.
Yes.
So if you've watched the previous ones,
yeah, it should be player enemy rather than player enemy.
yes.
So we just kind of made it a little bit easier on ourselves.
And as a result, like when as soon as they mentioned it, I was just like, well, that's just no good. Like we can't have people watching those videos and being like they're cheating so bad. If it was small cheating, I'm happy with, but proper game changing cheating,
yeah.
No. So we're gonna prove it to ourselves. We're gonna prove it to you guys. We are gonna reboot Horizon Zero Dawn. So
the board game.
Come along with us.
And watch it again.
Watch it again.
But even better.
Watch it again the second time around. It's always better the second time around.
Right.
So what we're gonna do?
Up.
Yeah, we're gonna set up. For this part, we're gonna pick some characters.
Yes.
Randomly. I'm gonna shuffle them up.
Oh.
I know. You're not gonna get to choose. Oh, you can see the symbols. But
Well, I'm not gonna know what the symbols are. How?
That's fair.
I'm never gonna
So
remember
we're gonna pick some characters, go through some stuff, and then we'll break away to set up the map. Okay. Don't look at them while you do it. Just pick a number.
Okay, where
pick a
are
number.
they?
There we go. Here we go. I don't know why I'm not looking. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle them, and I'm going with this one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I've got.
Weird. Do you know it's the two characters that we didn't play as last time?
Oh yay! Did you? Oh, you played as that one. Oh yeah.
How
Perfect.
bizarre! So we are playing as both of us as two totally different
I'm
characters.
Nora
Really?
Marksman.
Really annoying for some of us that are scanning in the cards because if one of us was, but that's fine. It's totally fine. This is the price you pay. So you are what? Sorry, what were you?
That's yours. I'm Nora Marksman. Hello,
Nora
nice
Marksman.
To meet
Okay, and I am the Osram Forgesmith.
Hello.
That is a tank.
Yes, eh?
I am excellent.
Very
I'm
cool.
looking forward to this. All right.
Right.
So,
Tokens.
player tokens.
The leader token goes to the oldest player.
I believe it is specified once again as the wisest player, wisest and most experienced.
Well, it does. It may mention something about experience, but mainly old.
So
Yeah,
I am
mainly
the
old.
leader. So that means I am going to draw X amount of cards from the map deck. You closed the book just as I was like, I need that page. Right, so I am going to draw really slowly from the top of this deck while Sarah is
Yes, you are.
going back to the rule book. Oh look, I found one card so far.
Definitely just choose from one.
No, I'm pretty sure you pick from... Here it is. Which quest are you going to go? Quest identified. This, it's already gone really well. No, you've gone... I think you've gone one too far.
Why have I?
The one that you had with
That
the...
was the one it's literally the one I had with the leader bit.
Oh.
It's the next bit you want, the tracking phase.
Yes.
So, players have 3 phases, tracking phase, you do things.
Yep. Draws the top 3 cards.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
The fledgling draws I draw the top 3 cards of the other deck. Of the event deck.
I didn't... Yep, okay.
Oh, not the first time.
Does that not happen? I was going to say,
Yeah.
I don't think that happens on the first go around.
No.
Okay, so I am going to pick for us they're all biggies. They're all biggies. They're all pretty much the same. They all have the same creatures on them. So I'm going to go with this map right here, which is 426.
This is 4-2. Oh,
Right.
What have we got? We've got stuff and things.
We've got stuff and things that we
stuff.
will explain and go through in a moment. So we're going to cut it there. We are going to set up this map, and then we will go through it all again.
When
See
we're
you
set
soon.
up. Now we're back.
Now we're back. Right, so we are set up, and Sarah,
Waiting for
do
that.
you want to run me through what I
Right.
am looking at?
As per the map,
Yes.
so it's matchy.
Now, to be clear, it is actually matching this time. If you've watched the previous series, you'll know what I mean. So, yes.
So in the corner, so we've chosen the maps. The maps have the numbers on them. You've got 4A, 2A, and 6A.
Yes.
So I do this. Do you want to get our characters out?
Oh, yeah, little
In
minifigs.
the corner it tells you, but also in the corner of that tells you where that should be. So it's orientation. That is done.
Yep.
Then on all the A's, there should be a little watcher. There is 2 A's, there's 2 watchers.
Watchers are the little annoying dudes who alert other creatures that there is danger about.
Yeah.
Little sentries, essentially.
And then we've also got a strider on a B. There's only one B, so it's on a B.
Yes.
He looks like a horse.
In our squares, we have...
And then in our squares?
Sorry, I meant in the squares.
Oh, in squares.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what they were called.
Square.
They are squares.
Square.
Can you say
Squares.
square any more times? Maybe like 3 more times.
Square. There are, what are these called?
Yes, that's what I think they're robot corpses. They are
The
things
remains
that...
of dead robots that I'm pretty sure you can get stuff from.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you can spend one of your actions to salvage,
Yes.
search through the scrap robot to get some stuff. I think you get 3 salvage, if I remember correctly, which I never do. So you crack on, and I'll just have a quick check.
This is a level 1. For a level 1 game, for 1 to 2 players, we need 2 points, 2 end points to win.
Yes.
We get 1 point from a strider. We get 1 point from a watcher.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, we only need to kill 2 of them. If we were to kill all 3 of them, we get 2 salvage cards each. So that's kind of that setup.
So, I got it. The machine corpses, you may spend an action while in the same square to draw 3 cards from the salvage deck and then discard it.
And then also on that map, you'll see one of the number letters has a big white circle. That is your starting square. You must start at the edge of it. So
Yeah, on the outside squares. And we
Yeah.
can both start in the same square if we wish. I'll just quickly run through some robot stats. So, the Watcher, which little sentry dudes, they have a life of 4, an armor of 1. You get 1 salvage when you kill it, 1 glory point, and they are worth 1
end point.
end point?
I'm sure
Scenario
it's
point. I think we get this exact same
Yeah.
conversation last time. We're going to go with scenario point. And they have an ability of warning call. While... Oh my god. When did they become like robot crows? It's just getting worse. Right, they have a warning call. While the enemy
not a
is...
warning call?
I mean, it is a terrifying warning call that would awaken everything. So it does serve its purpose, you're right.
There you go.
While this enemy is alert, any non-alert enemy in an adjacent square also becomes alert at the end of its activation. Enemies alerted in this way do not activate this turn, though. Mm-hmm. And then the Strider has a life of 6, an armor of 1. You get 1 salvage, 1 glory point, and 1 end round scenario point. It also has a component of a blaze canister. So during your attack, you can choose to attack either the creature or its component. In this case, a butt blaze canister.
Blows fire out its butt.
Blows fire out its butt. So the blaze canister has a life of 2. And it also has an ability of herd instincts. Whenever this enemy becomes alert, it moves 1 square towards the closest enemy.
And enemies are other enemies.
Does that mean that when...
Hunters are always... We are always hunters, they are always enemies. Like, minis? Wow.
Yeah.
These would never refer to us as enemies, they refer to us as hunters.
Yes.
Make it nice and simple.
When I read this, let's say I shoot this guy. He becomes alert. Does that mean his herd instincts kick in straight away?
When this enemy becomes alert, yes. I imagine after you've hit it, like you hit it.
So what
it's
would
alert.
you finish your turn? I've hit it, I've alerted it.
Yeah.
And then
once you've finished hitting it, and then it moves. So it's not going to be like.
What if I haven't finished my turn? What if I've still got another action left?
Then you'd have to do it from another square, I imagine.
Right, so yeah, alert, it moves. Yep, that's
no,
cool.
Like,
as long as...
I'll wait until you hit me again.
No, that's cool. As long as we're on the same...
If you are in it, it's going to come towards you. So like,
well, no, because it says it's going to go towards its closest enemy.
Yeah, so it's actually
that is
go
us.
Towards the enemy. No, that's them. I literally just had this conversation with them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay, right. With that being said...
Our peeps.
Peeps, yes.
My piece, Nora Marksman. She starts. You all start with a
piece of salvage.
Salvage. I have a metal shard, so I'll keep that to the side for spending later on.
Yes.
My what's this called?
Skill.
Skill is accurate when targeting components with a ranged attack. You may reroll a number of dice.
Oh, that's cool.
I know. I have a bow and a spear, and I have some protector light.
So you've got a hunter bow that's ranged to a couple of orange,
critical and 2.
Yeah.
My Nora spear is you got to be obviously next to them.
Yes, adjacent.
Jump in.
And then this is another thing that I need to remember. When you melee attack something, you move into their square. Exactly.
Yes, you can start here and say I'm going to do a melee attack. But you kind of dive.
You go in.
You can't attack from here. Too far away.
Exactly.
But yes, my spear, everything's 2 oranges for me.
Nice
and simple. Each time
cool.
I just
and my Forge Smith has a trip caster which shoots traps. Now this will be my first time playing with traps or a trip caster, so you'll just have to bear with me as we go. So I've got a trip caster that shoots. I've looked through my deck. Shoots firewire at the moment, so that seems pretty cool. Which is appropriate because my Forge Smith is tempered by flame. He is immune to flame. And I gain 1 glory point whenever an attack or trap burns 1 or more enemy. So that's going to be pretty cool for me. I've also got a maul, that is my melee weapon, that is 2 orange, and on a critical sets them on fire. Honestly, I'm just like pyro. Prehistoric pyro. It's great. And then I've got an Osram Arrow Breaker Light Armor, which is a blue dice, and this hunter may choose not to dodge after making an evade roll.
Nice.
So usually when a monster hits you, you roll whichever dice are on your armor slot, and depending on what you roll, you block that amount of damage, and then you dodge out of the way, so you move 1 square out of the way.
Nice.
Yeah. So, the last thing to go through before we get into it is the actions. I know you're keen. So we've done the tracking phase. I drew 3.
Yep, that was it.
3 maps. We set this up. Usually Sarah would have drawn events. We would have triggered those now.
Yeah.
Now, on your turn, you can do like 5 actions. Okay. So, the leader goes first, and then, well, in this case, then you'll go. You can perform 2 actions on your turn. The first, Sarah, is sprint.
Yes.
Which means what?
I go 2. 1, 2. On me. 1, 2.
Yes. In any direction. You can be diagonal. You can go orthogonal.
Any direction I like.
You can sneak. I can go 1. And so all that means is
go
you...
quietly.
Quietly. When you sprint, if you end your turn adjacent to a monster, they alert. If you sneak adjacent to a monster, they do not. You
Don't see you coming.
Exactly. You can distract them, so that means you can. I mean, exactly do that, which I think is going to work out well for me with traps. So you're going to be like, look over here. They're going to move 1 square towards where you distract them. You can range attack. Exactly what you think. a Badoo, apparently. And then a melee attack. And that is it. You can't do the same action twice, but you can sneak then sprint. You can ranged then melee.
You can only do 2 actions.
But you can only do
out of the 5.
two actions. Once you've done your 2 actions, the enemies go.
Very important.
Very important point. The enemies will go.
And your cards are your life.
Yes.
So when you draw up to 5,
You draw 5.
and then if you get attacked and you can't block it, you discard from your hand first, and then your draw pile. When your draw pile is dead, so are you? Or you're exhausted.
Yes, exhausted.
Yes.
Right, so let's get into it.
Yes.
I am going to go first because I'm the leader. I am going to start right there.
You were.
The salvage. Oh, and I also started with a blaze canister as my starting salvage. So, for my first turn,
What are you going to do?
I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I might look at my cards first before I decide what I'm going to do. You know, you never know. Maybe I'm not going to pillage that dino corpse. Yeah, I totally am. So for my first action, I am going to pillage the monster corpse for 3 salvage. 1, 2, 3 salvage. Oh, and they're all stuff. Excellent.
Lucky you.
I mean, it would have been really nice if you were the leader on that turn, eh? And then what I'm going to do for my second turn is I'm going to shoot my trip caster. I'm going to shoot some fire wire with my trip caster. So I'm going to get a little trap token. I think there are doubles of each, yeah, because I'm putting 1 trap there.
Put 2 down.
Yeah, so 1 on there so that I can take it off and I know which weapon's activated. With I think that's how it works. I think I'd like sort of put those there, and I'm like, right.
Okay, well that action throws.
That throws this, so I think that just stays there. And that's my second turn. I have shot the firewire. That can only be shot at a range of 1, so it has to go down.
Yes.
Okay, so that is my turn.
You don't want to play any cards?
I mean, I played that one. Oh, you mean abilities? No, because the only other card I have can only be used during a melee attack, and I'm not doing that.
Alright,
No, you're not, because now the enemies are going.
I can't believe I almost forgot already.
First phase. So, alert enemies go first. They do not. So, the non-alert enemies continue along their patrol route. So hang on, let's do him last because he's going to activate that. So let's move that dude up to there. That dude up to here.
They follow that purple line.
Yes, there's a
and
patrol
once they
route.
leave, they are gone. So if you don't get them before they leave, then you might not be able to get your points to complete
true.
the level.
So yeah, we kind of need to
this one?
sprint after him. So yes, so he is going to activate the trap.
Yes, what happens?
So what happens there, you ask? That's a really good question because none of us know. So what I believe this firewire is telling me is that when the trap is activated, he gets set on fire.
Yes.
And I roll a blue damage dice. Now, because he is set on fire...
Discard a blaze calendar.
I can discard a blaze canister to add area of effect, which means it would also go in each adjacent square. And it would set fire to the people. But obviously there's no point of that. Now, I gain 1 glory point whenever an attack or trap applies burn, which it has. So may I please have a glory point? Okay. So glory points work, whoever has the most glory points at the end of the map becomes
gets a sun and stays
and becomes the leader. Yeah.
Of the pack.
So I'm going to roll for some damage on this sentry. I get 2 damage on him. So he was unalert. So because he's unalert, I avoid his armor.
He's now alert.
Now he's alert.
What?
So that puts him on 2 life. So he's taken 2 damage. Excellent. He's alert. He's on fire. And on fire means at the end of his activation, he takes 1 damage. And then it goes away. I believe it is the end of his activation, yeah, because he's turned alert.
Yeah.
That was his turn.
Yes.
Yeah, so now it is your turn.
Right. Well, that's annoying. He moved.
Run over to that watcher over there. He's only a few squares away. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Just saying. I'm just saying.
I will move 1.
Oh, you're sneaking.
2. No,
You're sprinting.
I'm sprinting. He's already alert.
He is already alert.
I am sprunt.
You've sprunted.
I sprunted.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right at all.
I'm going to use my bow with my hunter bow with my hunter arrow.
I mean, those two things I think go together quite well.
Yes. I roll.
What dice would you like?
3, 2 for my hunter bow, and 1 for my hunter arrow.
Yes.
And I'm just going to go for it.
What have you got? Who are you attacking and what are you doing?
That thing.
You're attacking the Watcher.
He doesn't have any components, so I don't need to mention that. Right.
You've hit him for 4.
When tagged, I'm not tagged in components, so I hit him for 4.
So you -1 for his armor. He only had 1 life anyway, but so, you know, you've hit him for 3.
Really killed him.
He is well dead.
Do you know what I get from that?
Yes, I know what you get from this. Do you know, I'm having flashbacks to the last time we played this, where I did all the damage and Sarah come in and claimed all the glory every time.
And I get...
You get 1 salvage. There you go, 1 salvage for you.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, it's a thing.
It's a thing.
I will remove the Watcher from the board.
I get a glory point.
What? Would you
So
mind?
this is trophy shot.
Trophy shot.
Hands aloft to the skies. You present your bloody
Simba.
trophy to the sun.
It's not like Simba. It's a different Lion King.
This hunter gains 1 glory point, then discards his card. If this card was not drawn after killing an enemy, discard it. Well, it was.
It was. So
that can go
it
into
go,
discard pile,
Beans.
and I get 2 glory points.
Nice.
And then
That's
so I
your turn.
moved and I
So we'll do the Watchers first.
He
moves there.
he moves there.
Alright, so we are on.
So now it is your turn.
It
Look
is
at us
now
playing all
nice.
properly
Look at us
and
playing
stuff.
correctly. Okay, so I need to
Draw
I need
back
to discard my Firewire because that is gone.
So you can draw back up and you have the opportunity to discard any cards
Yes.
you don't want and draw back up to 5 first.
So I think I am going to discard.
You want to draw one first?
Yeah, I guess I'll draw first and then see if I want to discard. I think I'm going. I do think I'm going to discard because I'm 4 squares away, so I can't. Oh, yeah, I can't get to him. So I'm going to discard.
You can run and.
I'm discarding 2 cards
Okay.
to draw another 2 cards.
What's the rule? Can we remember? What is the rule with diagonal?
You can run diagonally, yeah.
Nice. So you could run.
Oh, so I could run,
and trip cast it.
or I
it'll
could just
alert.
run and attack him.
Or you can run and attack him.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that actually. Let me see.
If your trip caster kills him, you'd still
I get the glory, yeah. As long as it's it's whoever set the trap.
Yes, but
That's
not
why
if
you
he
keep
dies
the
by
things.
fire. Do you know
That's
how
interesting? Because he loses a life point.
at the end of his activation, which is not you. You may have
No,
drawn a fire.
I think it's the it's only if the trap itself causes the damage. I will just check, but I'm pretty sure that when it says at the end of its activation, it suffers 1 damage and discards. If the enemy is killed as a result of fire, the players gain the listed encounter points, but don't draw salvage or glory points.
Yeah.
So that would suck. So let's try not to do that. Okay, so here's what I am going to do. I'm going to sprint 2. Does that alert him? Because I've ended
Yes.
my sprint adjacent to him.
What?
Oh, well that's dumb. Okay, so that's alerted him. And then...
Hang on. This enemy is alert.
warning
While
call.
this enemy is alert, any non-alert enemy is adjacent. So it's not.
Yes, so no,
nowhere
it's
near
not
that
going to apply at this. So then, for my second action, I'm going to hit him with my Osram Maul.
What's your Osmond? Oh, it's like a fireman's axe.
Yeah, I'm going to
With
hit
like
him
a
with.
hook on the end.
So I'm going to hit him with a backswing.
Oh.
And I'm also going to do a Searing Strike, because I don't know what any of these cards do, and I want to. So this ability can only be performed, this is for my Searing Strike, this ability can only be performed when performing a melee attack. Yes. The attack gains Blaze and area of effect Blaze, which doesn't matter in this case.
Doesn't attack, it doesn't hit you, eh? No.
And I'm immune to it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Would it have hit you? I don't know. I'll look that up. Scrap this card after the attack is resolved. So I'm going to lose this one for good. But I am going to roll, because I'm using backswing, I'm going to roll 4 orange dice, please.
Ooh.
Seems a lot, right? If this attack, from my backswing, if this attack damages the target, you may push the target. You may. I don't want to push him, so I'm not going to do that. But let's see what happens. Wow, that was atrocious. I rolled 4 dice and got 3.
Well, you hit him for 3.
But which is actually 2 because of his 1 armor from being alert.
But you set him on fire.
I have also set him on fire, which gains me a glory point.
You get a glory point for setting him? Oh, yeah. That.
Whenever an attack or trap applies flame, gain a glory point.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's all I do.
Wow.
So I've damaged him. I'm not pushing him, so I can get rid of that. I've Searing Striked. Searing Strike. So that's scrap. So I'm not putting that on my discard. I'm just moving
but
that.
don't forget about it, because next turn you get it back. Or next game.
Map.
Yeah, map. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have attacked. I have sprinted. That is the end of my turn.
Yes.
Which means it is now the creature's turns.
Alerts go first.
Alerts go first. So let's go down his AI card. So that all of the monsters have AI cards that you just read down, follow along with what it says. So for the Watcher, is there a non-alert enemy within 2 squares? No. So you're going to move 1. Oh, do you know what I did? I did a melee attack, which means that I move into his square.
I always forget that.
Oh, I do always forget that. But, did remember. So, move 1 towards closest hunter, doesn't need to. Yeah. And then, at range 0, which means in the same square, he is going to attack me for 4. Now, I roll 1 blue dice for my Osram Arrowbreaker Light. I'm really hoping for a solid 4 on this dice that only has a maximum of 3. So, we'll see what happens. That's a 1.
That's a 1.
So I'm blocking 1 damage and I'm taking 3 damage. So I lose 1, 2, 3 from my hand.
Yes.
Gone.
Fine.
And then I can dodge out the way after. I can choose not to dodge.
Because usually after you have been attacked, you would roll away.
You'd dodge out the way. I think. I mean, I don't know what my cards are going to be next turn.
No, you don't.
I do think I will dodge out the way. I think I'm going to move 1. I am just going to make sure. I can't remember actually how far you dodge.
1.
When you is it just 1?
Yeah, unless you have a.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to dodge 1 to there. I mean, I know he's not going to go down as actually.
He's not going to go.
He's not going to go on his patrol route, so I'm going to go there towards the middle, diddle, and see what happens. Right, you do your turn while I just make sure about dodge.
He's been, so now it's my turn. I have drawn back up to 4. I am discarding.
You're going to discard 1.
Discard 1.
Yes.
And draw 1. Then I'm going to. What? I'm going to
attack.
I'm going to.
Did we move the Strider?
Yep.
Now, were you already in that square?
Oh, yes.
So, on the enemy step, he is a non-alert enemy that has moved. A hunter is in an adjacent square at the start of the enemy step, and he is not currently in tall grass.
No.
He becomes alert.
At the start of the enemy step.
So so let's just say we've done that, and now it's the monster's turn. So he's there.
Moved.
He moves along his patrol route.
Yes.
At the start of the encounter, they're all non-alert. When an enemy becomes alert, place an alert token next to them. Once they become alert, it cannot be unalerted. Enemies become alert if an attack is resolved against it. It suffers damage. Another alert enemy is in the same square. Another enemy is attacked in the same or adjacent square. A hunter is in the same square at the start of the enemy's turn. A hunter is in an adjacent square at the start of the enemy step. Okay, so
it's not.
It's not, and
Nice.
you're not sprinting, so
No, I'm not moving, but
no. So
I am.
so you're gold.
Sweet. I am going to attack.
The hunter must dodge by moving to an adjacent square of their choice. Yeah.
I am going to attack the Strider.
Yes. Are you attacking his body or his blaze canister?
I'm going to go body. I'm going full body.
Full body.
And I'm going to attack with my hunter bow and hunter arrow. And I'm going to use inventive, which is add
okay,
an
what's that?
additional orange dice to the attack. So I roll 4 orange die.
Nice.
Woohoo! Read
roll?
and weep, baby.
3 criticals and a 1.
Read it and weep.
Wow.
Critical is 2, so 2, 4, 6, 7. He has life of 6, armor of 1.
He doesn't have armor because he's not alert.
Oh, he doesn't have armor, so even if he didn't
Wow.
have armor, I'd kill him.
Boom. So 3 critical dice is doing you 6 damage plus 1. Holy moly. That is a lot of damage.
My little victory dance. So, I killed him. Just
You
straight up.
straight out killed him. So what salvage do you get for killing that strider?
I get 1 salvage and 1 glory.
1 salvage card for you.
Thank you.
Now, the only other thing I was thinking about was that flaming watcher. It's the start of his turn that he takes a...
No, it's the end of his turn.
Did he take one at the end of his turn? For being on fire?
He didn't have a turn, did he? Oh, he did.
He
didn't.
did have a turn because...
No, because he wouldn't have still been thingied. Because you attacked him and then he...
he...
Yes, so he took 1 damage, so
For
he's
being-
no longer on fire.
That's what I'm just
Yes.
checking now, just to make sure that we are...
Yeah,
getting
when
things right.
when he takes the
At
damage.
the end of their activation... Oh,
Yeah.
that's for a hunter. Sorry, this is at page 18 for monsters. Fire. At the end of their activation, an enemy with a fire token suffers 1 damage to their HP and discards the token.
Yes, done.
So,
Right, now it is his activation.
yes.
We do have 2 encounter points, so we technically can finish. Although
No, I think he would have to do
has
his
to go
turn first.
and then we can finish. But I think we should just keep going.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree.
Did you
Okay,
have a chance? I only had 1 turn.
you shot him with your bow, and that is it. So you do still have 1 more thing you can do. Okay.
Yeah, now he can go.
Now he can go. So, we're going down his thing. Is there a non-alert enemy within 2 spaces?
No.
He is going to move 1 towards the closest hunter.
Wow.
That's me. Then he is going to attack for 4.
Ah,
I have a blue dice, please.
I don't think he does that. Imagine him headbutting you.
That's a
Or
2.
whip him with his tail.
Yeah, none of that is good.
Yes, so you get
2.
hit for 2.
So, I do get hit for 2. So, I'll just take 2 from top of my deck. 1, 2, onto my discard pile.
Sucks for you.
It does sometimes suck to be me. Right,
Now it's your
now
turn.
I'm going to draw up 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You gotta hit him for 2.
2 because of his armor.
Yes, 1 for his armor and 1 for the because he has 4 life and he has lost 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Can you do it?
I mean, I probably can hit him for 1. Yeah. I really wanted that machine corpse. And
Oh, yeah,
I
you
was
have to
like,
like that.
1, 2, 3, but that's both my activations, and you will kill him at the end.
So yeah, you could get that.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
What do you mean?
Well, because I move twice. So let's say I sprint and then I
yes.
move. That's my 2 actions. I can't salvage it, and then you'd kill him.
And I don't want you to get more.
Exactly. So I'm a bit gutted. I'm a bit gutted about that actually.
Oh man, I totally. Oh, you just kill it.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna play this card. I don't need to, but just because I want to see how it would work. Not that it really matters. Okay, so I'm gonna melee attack him with my Osram Maul
Yes, and you were
and
in the
a
same square.
backswing.
Yes.
And then I'm going to prime the area. This ability can
Whoa.
only be used when performing a melee attack.
Yes.
Before making this action, the hunter may perform a free, ranged attack. this ranged attack must place a trap. Now, when I say that to you, does that read to you like I then have to play like a trap card, right?
Yeah, surely.
To place a trap. Oh, I'll put that here so I know that that's what that's doing. Okay. So if I could, because. Sorry. I'm just figuring my guy out. So I could attack him with my backswing, which I'm going to, and I know this is going to kill him, but just for my own thought,
just in case it doesn't.
That's possible. For my own thought process for later. Honestly, my rolls. So I have hit him for 3. So he is dead.
Yes.
But then, so if this attack damages the target, you may push the target. So had he not died, I could have pushed him into there, which then would have blown up the trap, which would have done more damage. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just trying to figure out how he works, how my dude works. So I get 1 salvage for killing him.
We win!
We win. Playing properly.
Who
would have thought? So now we are going to go on to the campfire phase. So we're not gonna do that.
No.
Instead, we're going to dish out some bonus salvage to each other.
Yes, because we cleared the map as per the map card.
Yes.
If you killed all enemies, you get to have 2 salvage each.
Alright, there is 2 salvage for you.
Thank you. Yes,
and I will take 2 salvage, or one of them is a thing.
It's a thing.
Okay. It's a shop thing, so we'll go over it then. Sometimes they're like...
Did you get one for...
killing the machine? I did. I got a
obviously.
machine core for killing the machine, which was 2 iron things.
Ooh,
I know. I am overflowing with salvage in this one right now.
Yeah.
So, now are we...
Yes,
we're
so
gold?
now we will do the campfire phase, and then we will come back and explain what we did.
Yes. See you then. Right, we are back from the campfire phase.
Rested and rejuvenated.
Rejuvenated. So, reshuffled all of our discard piles back in. So... I'll just go through the quick reference guide. The campfire phase, the victory step. Discard our glory points. So we both got 3.
Yes.
Which means, because it's a 2-player game, neither of us get a sun token.
No.
But we do swap the leader and fledgling cards. So, Sarah, you're now the leader.
Yeah.
I am now the fledgling. So that was the victory step. And then we level up. Because both of us started at level 0 and we completed a level 1 mission, we both level up.
Yes.
So, do you want to do yours first?
Sure. I went down the trait. You can kind of go down a trait or something else. Usually, I think it's usually a trait. Oh, no, there isn't always. Anyway, I went down the trait route.
Cool.
And I have the scavenger. So whenever another hunter kills an enemy, I get to draw a salvage card.
That's garbage.
So I'm going to add that in.
Okay.
And then because I went down that route, my new deck should be 18. So I've got 2 stamina cards, which I just draw a card.
Yeah. You get it, you draw another one.
Yes.
Okay, so I went down, well, they're both traits on my first one as well. So my trait that I got for my level 1 is Fire Forged. This hunter may inflict burn to an enemy that is already suffering from burn.
Nice.
An enemy with multiple burn tokens suffers damage per token and removes them at the end of their activation as normal. So I can just stack burn onto things, and so they can just take multiple damage, which is cool. But it also, as we decided last time, if they die from that flame, I'm not going to get the glory.
No, yeah, that was.
So we'll see. We'll see how that works. Maybe it was a good idea. Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
And then we shopped till we dropped.
Yes.
We set out the shop, which is...
Okay, so you put out 1 weapon, 1 armor, 1 miscellaneous good, and then 2 ammo and 2 coils. Mods. Modifications.
Mods,
yes.
Yeah.
So we set that out. Sarah, being the fledgling, got something for free, and you picked...
I picked the hard point arrows, so I will add that into my deck. So because of that, I will get rid of one of my stamina cards.
Yes. And then it was my turn. One of the salvage cards that I got from the victory step from the fight was an ancient statue. Discard this card during the merchant step to reveal the top 3 cards from the merchant deck, and purchase one of them at a cost of 1 shard. Once this has been resolved, even if a card was not purchased, shuffle the other cards back into the deck.
Nice.
And then discard that salvage, so that is gone. So with that, I purchased some shock wire for 1 shard, which is what it would have cost me anyway, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So that gets shuffled into my deck.
So getting rid of your stamina.
Getting rid of one of my stamina cards, and then Sarah, you bought.
Then I bought a mod for my ammo, which is called a Resist Melee Weave. So it reduces the damage suffered by a hunter reduce the damage suffered by this hunter from melee attacks by 1.
Yeah.
So if I, like in the last one, you got hit for 4 a few times.
I got hit quite a bit in the last one, yeah.
1 less as long as it's a melee.
Yes, so that is attaching to your protector, which can have...
Yes, and that can only have 1.
Yep,
So
and
that's
then
now full.
I went and I purchased a health potion. I had a metal heart, which was worth 2 metal shards.
Yep.
2 metal shards can equal any one, like a blaze canister or a frost canister or whichever. So I had 4 metal shards in total. So I bought a health potion, which cost a freeze canister and 2 metal. And that is just scrap this card to shuffle the bottom 6 cards from your discard pile back into your deck. So that replaced my last stamina card in my deck.
And then I bought a damage coil. This I'm going to attach to my hunter bow, and on a critical hit, because we all saw him, did pretty well.
That one time you rolled 3 criticals. That's not a consistent
We're going to be talking about
thing.
this for years. This attack inflicts an additional 1 damage in addition to any other effects.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
My hunter bow is allowed 1 mod on it, so it is.
So that means your criticals now hit for
modded up.
3 each.
Yeah, they do.
Nice. So, we are going to end it there for video 1. We're going to come back for video 2 of Horizon Zero Dawn, the reboot. So yes, we will see you for the next one, where we will talk about what is our new map, what is our new events, and we will kill some robot dinosaurs.
Alright,
See
see you
ya.
then.